Welcome to Twin Bridge Dairy Goats. We're glad you're here.
It's about family, farm, and our girls.
We're located in beautiful central Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Share our experiences, what we've learned, what we're still learning. It's about triumphs as well as failures.
They love me.
It's not the easiest thing you can do. There are always challenges, but it's the best life for us. We believe you should learn something every day. Follow us on our journey. There's always something going on at the farm, so come along. This is what happened today.
I know it's been a while, hasn't it? Whew. Oh, can you guys see the glare behind me? Yes. We're still plugging along here on the farm, still doing what we do. Goats are doing fantastic. Garden is busy. The garden is busy. Had a really good good luck with the garden this year. We are still picking green beans. We are still picking zucchini. I thought that might be a better shot, but anyways, still picking zucchini, still butternut squash, jalapenos, bell peppers, corn. It's all coming off. It's all coming off. I've been giving it away because it's coming off faster than what I can use it at this point. So been giving it to my sisters, and they've been enjoying that. But today we're out in the goat pen. I maintenanced all the goats the other day, all 15 of them, clipped hoofs, selenium, checked Famancia scores, and just really worked them all good, and very happy with the results of that. Everybody's looking fantastic, healthy, eyes are bright. Famancia scores were wonderful. I didn't have to worm any of them. Anyways, I'm gonna get these girls fed. I have got everybody fed except for our bucks, Vaughn, Miller, and Lincoln, and they're waiting patiently. You can see Vaughn down there pacing the fence line, waiting for me. Thought I'd give you guys a little update. I know it's been a while since we've put out a video, but not much to tell. Don't want to be redundant. Things are moving right along here on the farm. We have been working the goats, getting them healthy for breeding season, which is going to start in a couple of months. We've been working on the garden and doing some canning and some picking and some enjoying the fruits of those labors. We are in the midst of our summer right now, and it's gonna be hot today. Gonna be hot. We are in an excessive heat warning, and so we tend to get out here in the mornings, 7-ish, and get our chores done and back in the house by 11 or so, 12 if we have to linger. But anyways, I thought I would do a quick little update video on what's been going on. I'll walk you guys around and let you know what the happenings are. I have Belle and Gracie over here in the pen together as buddies because Gracie here is due July 20th. Belle, this video's not about you. No, it's not. I know. But you're our Belle, aren't you? You're our beautiful Belle. We are patiently waiting for her. I decided to move her out of the main herd, get her separated and acclimated to this pen. I do not like to kid in Oklahoma in the middle of the summer. But that's the way it worked for Gracie. She miscarried probably, I think it was in late December, with her and Lincoln's kids. Miscarried those kids, and I was pretty disappointed. And so in February, I stuck her back in the pen, knowing that if she took, she was going to kid in July. But I didn't want to mess her up as far as having her wait a whole nother year and a half before she kidded again, or 2 years. So I bred her in February. She took, and this is the results. July 20th will be 145 days for her. And so she might go to the 25th or so, but she is doing fantastic. Has that little belly bump, that little pregnancy bump. And she is putting on a beautiful, beautiful udder. But look at that gorgeous girl. Gracie is homegrown. She is a Mila and Von Miller daughter, and just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very happy with that udder and fore udder. This will be Gracie's second freshening, and so I'm looking forward to that. Gracie, I'm planning on keeping in milk probably until October or so, if she's able to do that. But she's my beautiful girl. And Belle, I've put over here as a companion to her because Belle just, you know, Miss Herd Queen over there, Mila, just doesn't really like Belle. Never really has, and so she gets pushed around quite a bit. And so she's the perfect candidate to be a companion with Gracie. She does tolerate her, and they get along fairly well. So they're over here in the pen together, enjoying all the treats and all the one-on-one attention that they can get. But anyways, guys, I've fed them their breakfast. Oh, nice. Thank you, Belle. Thank you, Belle. I've switched back over to using Molly's Herbals. And when we first brought the goats on, that's what we were using. That's what I wanted to use because I didn't want to do all the worming, over-the-counter worming products that you can use. I know they become resistant to that, and I wanted natural resistant goats that were able to fight off their own parasites. I understand that occasionally people have to turn to that, and I've done it myself and stuff, but I went back to Molly's because it's a natural wormer, and it doesn't necessarily remove and treat the worms, but it does give them a resistance to worm loads and helps them fight it off naturally. So that is something that is an 8-week regimen, and they get that once a week, and it's already pre-mixed, and I don't even remember what all is in it, but it's Molly's Herbals if anybody is interested in looking that up and using that product. They do not sponsor the channel, just to clarify. And then we'll walk across, since Brian's in the pen with our beautiful herd sire, our new herd sire, and his weather friend that doesn't, he does have a name, but I don't remember it. I can't remember his name. Oh my. Here is our Cyrus, and Cyrus is starving all the time. Cyrus had a little bout of being sick the other day and just was not feeling well, and we've got him up and healthy again, and he is in the pen with our weather. Hey, stop biting him. He's in the pen with our weather for a companion animal, because our other little bucklings that we talked about, we weathered, and I had posted them as pet quality animals. Anyways, I think I've said it on a few other videos, but anyways, this little boy is absolutely gorgeous and the friendliest little guy, which Aaliyah, they bottle feed. So you know that when you bottle feed your kids, of course they are super friendly because they get acclimated to you coming out and having their breakfast and dinner, and so they are super friendly. But anyways, Cyrus here, that is his name. Green Gables something special Cyrus, which means sun, S-U-N, in, I can't remember what language. I don't remember. But anyways, he's beautiful, super friendly, and I'm very pleased with that little buckling. And he's in the pen with this little wether for a buddy, because our other little bucklings were weathered, and we offered them as pet quality animals, weed eaters for a farm, and they have actually left the farm. And he needed a friend. Still kind of small. I'm not ready to actually put him in the pen with Lincoln and Vaughn. I'm going to give him another couple of months, 3 months maybe, 4 months. We'll see how he grows out. But he's doing fantastic. No, that's Walter. It's Walter the Weather.
Walter the Weather.
That's what it is. It's Walter. I'm sorry, Walter.
He's a floater.
He is a floater.
He could be in that pen over there or this pen.
He is our companion animal for everybody. And he's a good boy.
He gets along with everybody.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He's a good asset.
Yep, needed. He is very needed. Okay, so we will walk down here in the pen with my beautiful girls. Like I said, I worked everybody, maintenanced everybody on Monday, and we had no worming issues. The roosters are still alive over here. We bring our extra roosters over here on this side to take care of the bugs and the worms and the extra pellets and grain that falls out of the bowl. And they are still surviving. Beautiful roosters. Absolutely gorgeous roosters. But anyways, mother-daughter there. Gabriella is just so gorgeous. Just so gorgeous and graceful. Anyways, all the girls are healthy. Drying up still a couple of them. Jasmine is in the process of being dried up. Still has somewhat of a milk udder. Oh my goodness, Magnolia. Magnolia. Mulan is still kind of, she's still drying up a little. I've been working on my breeding schedule in my head and trying to figure out who I'm going to breed who to. I'm really hoping that that little boy is old enough by late October, November to breed Magnolia and possibly Gabrielle. And where's my other little Maggie? Magnolia is here. Cammie is my other little girl that I'm hoping to breed to Cyrus. And I've really kind of debated with Gabrielle and Louisiana if I wanted to breed them to Hanson Never Done Farms, one of her bucks over there, Arisha's bucks, or if I'm going to go ahead and do breeding with our minis. I haven't quite decided. Haven't quite decided just yet. Working on that, and it's always a work in progress, and then it is subject to change depending on how things go. But anyways, let's walk down here and go ahead and feed the bucklings. Oh, look at Gracie. There you go. Look at that. 4-udder is looking very nice. I am super pleased with that. I have a few girls that tend to have a pocket udder, and that's not something that is desirable in the dairy goat world. So super happy with that udder, 4-udder so far. Oh my goodness. I gotta walk down here and feed the bucks. You gonna come down here with me? So we moved our bucks down here to the oak pen to let their yards up there kind of recuperate, amend. And they've been living down here joyfully. Joyfully. They absolutely love this pen. We've got several oak trees in it, so they get plenty of shade, and there's some grazing down here. And it works out really good. Woo boy. Lincoln stinks already. We are in July and he stinks already. But our bucks are doing fantastic. Healthy looking. Von Miller. I was a little concerned with Von Miller, but he's been getting a little bit more attention than everybody else. He had some severely dry skin, and so I clipped him and then have been brushing him and really giving him some spa treatments, and he's looking fantastic. Fantastic. The roosters want their share. And the bucks are pretty nice to them. They will tolerate them. But anyways, guys, I need to head over to the garden. I've got lots of things to talk about over there. Okay, so this is the picture that we see from the goat yard into our garden, which I'm telling you what, I am just amazed. I am amazed. The grapes are doing wonderful. Super happy with the grapes. So far, they look really good. They haven't quite started to ripen yet. I really should look up when the grapes start coming off in Oklahoma. We have had a few issues with them because we are in a pattern of raining and storming in the evenings and through the night. And so we have been just getting bombarded with a bunch of water. And grapes don't do fantastic with lots of water. But the last couple of days we've started to dry out. We are expecting more rain this evening through the night. So we'll see how they do. Right now I am optimistic that we might actually get a few grapes to make some juice. But holy moly, you guys. My zucchini and spaghetti squash, butternut squash, pickles, I'm not pickles, you don't grow pickles. Cucumbers are just taking off. But I'm going to talk about this plant right here. This is some type of a zucchini plant. This plant was a volunteer plant. And it was planted at the end of, let's see, this was our potatoes here. And it has just taken over. It's taken over. But the funny thing is, not one piece of fruit off of it. Not one. I have not found one zucchini. Lots of blooms, but not one zucchini. Which, if I wasn't okay with it just taking up this space, I would have pulled it out a while ago. But it's so big and beautiful. We don't have to weed this area at all. Plus, it's great fruit for the bees. All of these blooms, I'm assuming they're coming in and doing their thing. I know I've seen them before in here, but this plant is just super healthy, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. Sometimes volunteer plants, you don't get the quality of fruit off of them as you do when you seed every year, is what I've kind of read. But anyways, this plant is doing beautifully, and it's actually gorgeous. So I'm leaving it. I'm just leaving it to do its thing. Our Fuji apple tree is loaded. Let me see if I can find them again. Where are they at? Where are they at? I can't find them in the camera. The sun is shining, and there they are. There they are. Loaded. Up high and down low. I really did want to trim this tree before spring, and just never did get around to it. So it will be trimmed up this year for sure. This is another zucchini plant that I actually did plant, and we are getting zucchini off of it. But super healthy. I have never had such good luck with my zucchini plants before. Usually the bugs get to them before I can even harvest anything. And this is a zucchini plant and doing fantastic. I am today, my plan today is to thin this out because they are just absolutely covering up all of the tomato plants. So I want to come in and thin them out so that the tomatoes can air out and have some circulation. But look at that. There we go. Look at that, guys. That's awesome. Tomatoes are putting on and doing good. So far, I'm okay with how they look. We planted quite a bit of okra this year. Typically, I only do 2 to 3, but last year it was so warm, and the tomatoes just, and you can see them right now, they're kind of curling here. That is a protective thing that they do. Too hot, I believe. Let's go ahead, and this right here I believe is a honeydew, and I don't know that it's got any honeydews on it yet. Oh, it does. Looky there, guys. It does. Awesome. You get to see any bees? I'm assuming there's bees down there, but
well,
don't know.
If they're not there right now, they were, because I would like to attribute all of the growth,
Of course you would. The beauty of the
growth
garden
and beauty of the
to
garden
the bees.
is because of the bees.
Okay, so green beans. Wow. I know that I have stated in several videos in the past that I cannot grow green beans. I have broken the, what's it called? I've broken it. We are growing green beans. Look at that.
Your non-growing streak.
Yeah, I guess so. Green beans are doing fantastic. I have already put up 20 quarts of green beans, and right now I'm freezing green beans because we also like them frozen, and several recipes that we do call for frozen green beans, so I'm good to do that. Very, very happy about that. This is a volunteer cantaloupe, which if there's no fruit on it, I'm going to go ahead and take it out, just because things are getting overrun, and I'm getting a little stressed with that. This is one of the tomato plants that I actually purchased from a local person right here in town, and it's doing okay, but as you can see, I probably should have clipped it back, but it's putting on tomatoes, so I'm gonna let it go. Also, I'm assuming this is another volunteer cantaloupe, which that's coming out. And then back in here, we have spaghetti squash. I planted spaghetti squash back in here. Let me see if I can move the, but anyways, you guys can see beautiful spaghetti squash, which is yummy. Tomatoes. Oh, here's another spaghetti squash. I planted 2 spaghetti squashes, and they have just taken over this area with the tomatoes. They really like it and doing fantastic. But like I said, I'm coming in to thin out. This here is our butternut squash. It's taken over this box, and I'm thinning. I have some dill here, and this dill is getting ready to seed, which I do pickled okra, and those seeds I will harvest and use in my pickled okra. I know they look terrible. But my theory is the bugs are just right here, and there on that cabbage and that cabbage, and they're leaving all my other stuff alone. That's my theory, anyways. So, another volunteer cantaloupe. This bed is going to amend for the year. We dumped a bunch of oak leaves in here, and actually we had a buyer come and pick up a couple of goats about a month ago, and she told us what she does for her raised beds, and I'm going to follow that. I'm going to let this set, but I will take some of our landscaping cloth, and I'm going to cover these beds and let them amend through the fall and winter. That way they're good and ready for next planting season. We did the same thing here, but as you can see, the chickens have gotten up in here and just kind of made havoc with this bed, but I am going to cover it. Also, this is our cucumber, and it's doing great. The petunias love being with the cucumbers, and so it's all worked out really well. This is my gourd plant, not my gourd plant, my loofah. Guys, if you'll remember from last year, I had loofahs growing right here on the entrances to the garden, and did beautiful, did just fantastic, and was very happy with that. So I planted them again. I did fertilize the ground and all of that. Really had good luck with the loofah, and all the kids and family loved that idea and used them. And I use them. I use them in the kitchen and in the shower. This is an Amish tomato plant, which it just looks terrible. But the tomatoes are fantastic. They are fantastic and so large. But Arisha and I have talked and don't really know. Maybe it's too warm here in Oklahoma for them. They just kind of look wimpy. And then, of course, I have another zucchini plant here to grow with my tomatoes. But anyways, guys, I've got to stop videoing and get to work. Brian's ready for me to get to work. The raspberries, we had a fantastic harvest. Our raspberries are bearing twice a year, and so we will be picking raspberries again in the fall. And that's kind of fun. But anyways, are you ready to get to work?
Yeah.
Okay, one other thing. We're picking corn stuff. But anyways, we got lots to do in a few short hours. You guys remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And there he goes. Chat later.